may want to give the biggest box of chocolates we can find, but that isn't always the healthiest gift. So our News 10 at 4, your health and fitness consultant, Dr. Mike Ormsbee, joins us now with some suggestions. I bet you never give chocolate, do you?
No, not a big fan of giving chocolate,
No,
but
I bet you're
there's
not.
plenty of things we can talk about.
Well, good. And let's start then with the nutritional gifts that we can give.
Okay.
All right, we have a list we want to put up for you, but it starts with a session with a nutritionist.
Sure. A lot of people are, they'll try a certain diet, or they'll try a high carb or a low carb diet, low fat, and in the end they end up gaining more weight. Right? So if you can actually give the gift of a little bit of time with a professional, talking about a registered dietitian or nutritionist or another professional in the area, you can have something tailored to your likes, your dislikes, and the chances of you sticking with something that's tailored to your personal interests is going to be much greater.
What does something like that cost, by the way?
It can range anywhere from $50, $60 up to $150, depending on who you're working with.
For a session. All right. Also on the nutritional list was cooking spices, oil and vinegar, which is really expensive and a nice gift if you give the olive oil, right?
I always think that oil and vinegar is a fantastic gift. The extra virgin olive oil and some nice aged balsamic vinegar is a great gift. And you can even put it in a nice glassware if you're looking to make it a little bit fancy.
Right.
But you can put it in some really nice boxing, and it's a great thing to cook with. Good thing to put on salads. Really make a salad a whole new world if you start getting into that nice oil and vinegar.
Okay, that's one of those gifts. And, of course, healthy cookbooks and then a subscription to a magazine like, what was one of them, Light Cooking? Or
Cooking Light's a fantastic one. You can get some really good recipes from there that we use all the time. Any kind of the nutrition books that the person you're targeting is interested in, if they're already athletic, there's ones for that crowd. If they're starting something new, there's also nutrition books for that crowd.
Right, don't blow them out of the water with the advanced copy if you're not ready.
You know what we say, if there's a million books out there about nutrition, and if they work, there wouldn't be a million of them. So you really have to tailor them down to
That's a very good point.
to get at what actually works. See someone who knows something, or you can always visit some of my resources that you guys put up.
Okay, that's great. All right, let's look at kitchen gadgets. I really like these ideas. Crock pot, steamer, a blender for, I guess, smoothies and things like that, and
Sure.
a nice cooler, because you really advocate taking all of your snacks in the car with you wherever you're going.
Well, we've had so many questions on this particular program and other venues where they don't know what to eat on the road, or if they're traveling all the time, which is the case for many people. So a little cooler that can fit in the car, that doesn't take up a whole bunch of room, is a great idea, so you can take those foods with you, as we talked about in the past. But the other ones are fantastic. A crock pot can be some easy way to cook. You put it in the morning, you come back, it's ready to go in the evening, and then you just slip in there a nice healthy recipe so that everything's in order and they know exactly what to do. The steamer is another great option. It's a healthy way to cook, and why not give something they can continue to be healthy with? That's a really good option.
All right, let's quickly look at the exercise gifts. Exercise, and we begin with, I believe it's a personal trainer or an exercise class. Those are two good ideas.
Sure, for people who aren't really motivated or they can't stay motivated, this is a great idea because, one, a personal trainer can get you on track, make sure you're not going to be getting injured right throughout the workout session, and can give you a 6-week program, for instance. And that's something that they can stick with time and time again. Now, even for some individuals, that is tough to stick to, and let's throw some fun into it. So these exercise classes are an excellent way to do that. Talking about maybe Pilates or yoga or kickboxing or something that you can get your friend or your loved one interested in a good workout, and those are really fun to do.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Mike Ormsbee, for joining us. We do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And if you have any ideas for any of our guests, we would love to hear from you. Just email us at news10@4wten.com.